Hello everybody, hello YouTube. Today we're doing a Innistrad Premier Draft, and I'm going to do a stipulation draft today, and the stipulation is that I have to draft a monocolored deck. So I'll do the best that I can and see how this works. And then we'll play the deck to see if monocolored is a worthy thing to do in Innistrad, or if it's something that it doesn't work out. Oftentimes going monocolored in a limited format is challenging, just because it can be hard to get the cards that you need, like enough playable cards. But I mean, more recent sets have had a lot of cards that are playable, if not like the best cards and not necessarily the most synergistic. So I think we'll try it out here and see how it goes. I took the Blade Brigand first. It's obviously very good. I found red to sometimes be open. A lot of people don't think it's that good. I'll take a Cathartic Pyre here. So look, the red's already flowing. So maybe we can get a nice mono red deck. We'll see. Be happy to wheel something from this pack, like the Stinger, Perforator, failing anything else. Lunar Frenzy is also really good, but we probably won't get that one back. It can also be hard to get a good curve with a monocolored deck if all the red cards that are available are 4-drops. You know, that can make it difficult. But so far we're doing all right. So we could take Seize the Storm here. I think that's decent. Festival Crasher and Lampolt Harrier are once again decent. Hopefully we can wheel one of them. But I'm okay taking Seize the Storm. There's a decent number of instant and sorceries in red, and we'll probably be picking up a decent number of them. So here we could take the Brimstone Vandal, or we could take the Electric Revelation. I guess we'll take the creature. So we're already running low on red here, which is a little bit concerning. Maybe our neighbor somewhere, like over here, moved in on red or something. But we'll see. Even if we don't get another red card out of this pack, 6 cards is, I guess, okay. We can also hope to pick up like a few colorless cards. Jack-o'-lantern, probably not ideal when we're playing monocolored, but I guess like in a pinch you could play the Stuffed Bear or something like that. So we'll see. This isn't the worst start I've had to a draft ever, so it could be worse. Also, hopefully this means the red will be open when the packs are being passed in the other direction. Pretty happy to pick up the Harvest-Tide Infiltrator here. Look, we already have some night and day synergies going on. Amazing. So I could take a 4-drop here, or I could take a 1-drop. Here's the other colorless card that's kind of playable. I think I'll take the 1-drop. I guess we should also be keeping in mind some of those instants and sorceries for this elemental dude. Okay, so this was our first pack. It looks like we didn't wheel anything, so maybe I can't remember what was in the pack to begin with. I'm guessing we'll probably end up with a lot of these Brimstone Vandals. So we'll see how that card is. This artwork is pretty epic, though. I hadn't really taken a look at this card. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we got both of these creatures back. I guess the Stinger is probably better than the Perforator. It's just kind of an obnoxious attacker. It can't often be blocked. Festival Crasher. So this is an okay start. We already have almost like half a deck in one pack. Even Abandon the Post is like relatively playable for an aggressive strategy. So that turned out alright. We'll see what we can do in these coming packs. So given the fact that we wheeled the Festival Crasher last time, probably safe to assume we can do it now. The Hostile isn't necessarily super synergistic in red, but we'll do what we can. Not a very exciting pack here. These this pack and the last one have been pretty light on red. Time to pick up our third Brimstone Vandal. Could take an Immolation, I guess, but not particularly enthusiastic about that card. Maybe it's better than our Vandal that we'll probably wheel anyway, I guess. We can take it for science. Okay, pretty happy with another Infiltrator here. Not even paying attention to cards in any of your colors. That one had a blue rare, but I wasn't actually paying attention to what it was. So yeah, Abandon the Post, not necessarily super exciting, but it is a spell. And these Cathartic Pyres are looking quite good. Golly, so we have Raise the Effigy, which looks kind of like a combat trick. It's pretty bad. Or we have Candle Guide. We already have 10 creatures, and I guess this is like a spell, so we can take it. Nice. Pick up another Brigand. Happy about that. This is a trick I would prefer over this Immolation, to be certain, but it's whatever. I'm not going to complain too much. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll pick up a red rare in our third pack. So there's Spell Rune Painter, I guess, if we're hoping to pick up instants and sorceries, that's good. Otherwise, there's another Infiltrator. So our curve is looking decent, our number of playables is looking decent. And hopefully, you know, we can improve our card quality in the next pack as well. See what we get on the wheel. There's one pack that had like a lot of good cards, and then the rest were pretty depressing. Take this for now. Wouldn't mind getting back another Festival Crasher. I think we passed one of those, maybe in the pack with the Hostile. Yeah, here we go. Here's another crasher. Just what we needed. So the spell synergies are kind of coming together a little bit. Simulation isn't looking great. We can replace it with like any sort of burn spell, or really anything that's a spell. We'll probably take it. Put that there in the sideboard and hope that we don't have to play it. Nothing here. Past that organ hoarder. Maybe we could have been blue, given the fact that we saw that like blue rare in like the 5th pack or whatever. Now though, it's a little bit too late. It's a little bit too late to be thinking about blue. See if we need to play that 3rd Abandon the Post. I'm guessing probably not. Hopefully we can pick up something that's better than that. Look, we got this super great Crossroads Candle Guide that can fix our mana. It's amazing. Okay, I guess I'll take the dragon here. It's pretty decent. Another Festival Crasher Wheeling would be nice, I guess. It's our instant and sorcery count at right now. It's at 3 and 3. Yeah, so 6 total. It's not horrible. Okay. Burn the Accursed is pretty nice. I'm guessing with this low curve and the monocoloredness of this deck, that we can probably play 16 lands, 15 red sources in this hostile. That we don't really have any great sacrifice fodder for, but that's okay. We can always sacrifice like a stinger or something later in the game. I'm gonna put these cards that we wouldn't mind replacing over here. See if we can't improve upon them. See, like Moonrager Slash, I much prefer that over the Immolation. Stolen Vitality. Let's see what our creature count is, 14. So maybe we want the Foragers instead, I don't know. I think it's probably fine. Let's take this Stolen Vitality and then we can put that in the board. Village Watch, it's nice. I don't know how many werewolves we have. Oh, we have a lot. Oh, because we have all these like Harvest-Tide Slashers and stuff. And we have these wolves. So, yeah, this is looking okay to me. I guess maybe we'll end up playing 2 Abandon the Posts unless we find a better spell. There's Neonate's Rush. Take it here. I don't know if we'll play that over. I guess we can probably play that over 1 Abandon the Post. It's probably good. Another Festival Crasher is decent. Maybe let's take out one of these Brimstone Vandals. So it looks like we got there on the old mono red deck. Right now we have 24 cards plus 1 land. That seems fine. We could consider this Tavern Ruffian maybe over like a Vandal. Or like a Pax Betrayal maybe. It's reasonable. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. It's not really a huge downside to playing the Hostile, even if we don't intend to activate it that often, because we have 15 red sources. All these colorless spells are okay, but I think that Silverbolt is less synergistic than like the Pyres and the Slash that we already have, so I think that's okay. So yeah, we have 8 instants and sorceries here, and then a decent number of creatures, 16. Neither of these instants or sorceries are necessarily super compelling. I'd rather just play creatures there. So yeah, I have time to play like 1 game right now, and then I'll probably come back and record the rest of the games. Let's see how mono red does and how monocolored decks in general fare in this new limited environment. I was kind of pessimistic, but it seems like it turned out alright. Oh look, here we are in silver. Fear us. I think the new rotation just started or something. Hopefully they're not judging me based on my skill as a player by the number of times I attempted to click hello before being able to actually click it. Timberland guide, sure. We'll play out our hostile and offer this trade. Okay. They have their own infiltrator. Amazing. So I guess we can offer the trade here. I don't really care if I lose this. Opponent may be more of a synergistic werewolf deck than us. We just have cards that are red, opponent. Bring it on. So probably worst case scenario, they just pass the turn here. This can make a creature unable to block for 4. Okay, yeah, so they pass. I guess it is what it is. So let's activate this. Let's see what they do. Okay. So I'm inclined to just shoot this at their face. I think that worked out all right. Because now they have to kind of play scared for like the rest of the game, or at least for the next few turns. Can't really attack here unless they have something crazy. Do they have fight spell? Okay. So they cast 2 spells, so it'll go back to being daytime. It looks pretty nice. I think we just attack with both. Nice. Okay. Well, that was a pretty quick game. I think the aggressive play, shocking their face, or bolting their face, panned out in the end, and forcing the no block. I think that turn was a good move, especially where I think they obviously had more expensive cards in hand. Better to be aggressive there than wait to be able to deal with some creature or something. So it was pretty successful, and I think a lucky top deck, Stolen Vitality, was also lucky. So that was good. We'll see how the deck fares for the following matches later, and I'll see you later. Hey guys, we're back, so let's jump back into another game with our mono red deck. I'm facing Dawn Marth. Guess I'll keep this on the play. Wow. Pick up the 2-drop. Vampire Socialite. I guess we'll just decline to attack for now. Morbid Opportunist. So we could make those unable to block and get in for 6. It's not super good. Let's wait till we have more of like a board state. I guess we can attack with this guy. Happy to trade with the Vampire Socialite, even if they do get to draw a card. Foragers. Let's just play our dragon, I guess. Okay, I think I'm okay to take 4 here. And another forager. And a vampire socialite. Okay. So that's kind of a problem. I think we go like this. Doesn't really matter. I guess we probably should have gone on the morbid opportunist. Okay, so that puts them in striking range. Okay, they go to 2. Just going to attack also, we'll happily jump here. I mean, if they have their own vitality or something, we could be dead. Nope. Okay. Good game. That was pretty straightforward. Just made an aggressive attack. And Stolen Vitality has been pretty good. This Abandon the Post was decent too. Especially with Flashback, that makes it a lot easier to like kind of attack with impunity, knowing that you're not dead on the way back, and that you can use it again the next turn if you need to. So that kind of like keeps them off of attacking you, holds them back, but it makes it hard for them to, set up good blocks and stuff. So we have a lot of Festival Crashers. But no spells to speak of. Opponent is on white-blue, but no turn 2 play, and Ritual Guardian. Neat. I guess we'll just do this. Feral Abomination, decent. So do we play another Festival Crasher, or do we just hit this and attack? I'm okay playing it a little bit slow, I guess. We don't have that many lands, so I don't want to get like super aggressive and then like, kind of fall behind and get stuck. But we'll see what they play here. Gale Drifter. And the attack. Okay. Now I feel pretty good about slashing. Hitting for 9. And Whale Drifter. Such a fun name. Probably fine to do this. Okay. Okay. Well, lucky for them, we did not draw a spell. Or a land, because the Village Watch or the Seize the Storm would have been lethal. It's only a matter of time, though. Okay. And the Bungler. The opponent wisely decides or declines to attack. Revenge. It's fine. So they're dead, right? Oh, I guess now they're dead. Unless they have like that bounce spell or something, I guess. Doesn't really seem like they do. Okay. Well, that was neat. Seems like the good half of our deck has been appearing for the most part. The good, I don't know if it's half or quarter or what have you. But it's been okay so far. There's been like a decent balance, I think, of spells and creatures and lands and such. Hello, the Greenium. Gee, stands pretty bad. But we didn't have to mulligan like our opponent, so could be worse. Hello. Or the Greenium is playing green. Just in case you're wondering. Discard, then draw 2. Join the dance. Don't think we're going to be burning that. So I assume if they have this and they're actively playing it, they must have like either the what's it called? Either the like the angel that pumps up humans, or like the intrepid adversary or something. Okay, so it's kind of a lot. But whatever they have, I feel okay dealing with it. I have 2 removal spells in hand. And my dragons can start pinging their humans. Okay. I think we just attack with both. I accept. We could have actually just like probably killed one of their mentors, right? I don't know. Oh well. It's not super impressive. Troop is nice. Farmer's good. We did manage to pick up a land. Seeing a lot of shadow beasts. So they have to be kind of afraid here, right? Like, if we have an instant, they're almost dead. So, okay. It's fine. We were 1 mana off activating the ability after casting it. Opponent plays a black mana. Apparently they have something here. They're dead if they can't remove the dragon. Okay, yeah. And then they have to jump the Eviscerator. So they could play a Shadow Beast. Or they could play 2 humans. That's okay. See that double jump action. Okay. Good game. Not sure what was up with the opponent's deck there. I mean, Mentor's decent. Centric Farmer's decent. A lot of Shadow Beast sightings. And then splashing for like Midnight Hunt, I guess, is okay. Contortionist is decent. The Join the Dance was a lot. I don't think that's a very good card. Unless you have some way to like pump up your tokens or something. So a little strange. Maybe we can eke out another win with this deck. Now that we are like 4-0, I'm pretty sure we start getting matched against like decks that are much better than ours. Just by virtue of there having more than one color. So I don't have high hopes for getting much further beyond 4 wins, but we will see. Especially since we're 4-0, that's, that just makes it a little bit less likely. We can certainly keep this pretty good hand. Hit our opponent with the hello. Siege Zombie. Are you going to flip the switch? Are you going to play Nebelgast? Okay. Okay. Alright. We could make it unable to block. It's going to eat our Harrier. I think we just let it happen. This is only at sorcery speed, so... What can you do? What can you do? So I'm assuming they have like the ambush here. Sure. We'll deal you one more damage. Opponent bats for the win. Okay, that's not that great. Good game. Wow. That was a little... I feel like that was slightly premature, but okay. It's fine. So now we're 5-0, and you have to be getting pretty nervous, right? Okay. We can hit our land drops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which, I mean, how can you even beat that? It's like impossible, right? I think it's just impossible. I think you literally just can't even, like, it's like cheating, actually. Cut purse. I don't really care to trade my Harrier with their cut purse, but I'm happy to get in for 1. Costs 5 to become a 2/2. Okay. Opponent, no. Okay, that's fine. Opponent has successfully resisted dying up until now. So Lisa is a problem, one that we're not going to be able to solve easily. We have 1, whatever the deal 5 is. Certainly not a pleasing task ahead of us. Okay. So if we just activate here, we take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coming back, and they gain 4. I don't really know what else we can do, but it does help us use our mana while still being able to transform. So let's see. Another land. Oh, and they cast multiple spells. Jeez. Opponent, no. Okay. So I think so yeah, I feel like it's pretty hard for us to win from here. I mean, I guess we could still draw what's its face and survive at 1 for like a little bit. The 5 damage spell. Nope, looks like we're dead. So we can make one thing unable to block and then attack. Doesn't really matter, right? Probably should have done the diagraph forward, but once again, hard to imagine it mattering too much. Good game. Okay. So Lisa's pretty hard to beat. I think if they hadn't been able to like double spell that one turn and like turn off our werewolves, we would have had a fighting chance. But yeah, pretty hard to just beat a 4/5 flying lifelink without our one removal spell. Okay. Sir immediately mulligans. We, as per usual, have a perfect hand. It's ironic, wasn't that the game that I just barely said it was impossible for us to lose? Because we had such a perfect curve. And then they just went ahead and played their angel and we died. Very unfortunate. Kind of like this. Okay. It's fine, I guess. I wasn't really expecting them to block there, but it's fine that they did. We got the second Let's just play dragon. We'll hold off on this, so we can maybe get in a hasty attack when they need blockers or something. Nothing from the opponent. It's nighttime. This is a 5/4. Okay. Okay. Wow, they have their own Lambhole area. That's amazing. So, I guess we just play Brimstone Vandal. It's a real shame they were able to kill our dragon. It's also kind of a shame that we run out of spells. Maybe we should have held on to our Stolen Vitality for a little while longer. So what, I guess we play this as a 3/3? Still don't have great attacks. Managed to maintain it at nighttime this entire time. It's pretty impressive. None of that double spelling nonsense. Sadly, this does very little, but I prefer to use the mana here. Okay. So I think we do this and kind of scare them a little bit. We could send in this guy too, I guess. I guess we should have sent him this fellow because he has trample and we could have gotten them there. Nothing? Oh no, consuming blob. Good news. Good game. Just on time, abandon the post. MVP, the best card. Exactly what we needed there. We were going to deal a nuts amount of damage too. Both of my guys were going to be like 5/5s or something. Plus like a 5/5 elemental plus the whatever else. Okay, I guess this is fine. I'm going to keep it. Hello, Ben MIA. This vampire interloper is sufficiently obnoxious, they're probably just going to kill it here. Not too concerned about the bobbling zombie. Maybe we can trade our spell rune painter for it. No, they're going to attack. I don't really even like. I guess I'll trade. I don't really care so much. You got me. This time I don't really intend to trade. They attack again. Sure. Okay. Let's just build up some more board presence, I think. It's fine. Got a decent number of instants and sorceries, but no real payoffs. I guess maybe our spell rune painter would have been one. Fight spell. Okay, just gonna pay the full price on Eaten Alive, I see. Still no attacks from the opponent, or I guess the hobbling zombie, but that's okay. Totally fine. So we could play Village Watch, we could attempt any number of tricks. Village Watch it is. No attacks. Keep you on your toes. Our opponent is kind of close to recasting their Shadow Beast sighting. Let's see if they do that here. Maybe they don't have a land drop. Okay. Very impressive move by our opponent. I'll take another 2. Just gonna get rid of this bad boy. And go in on the attack with the Tavern Ruffian. See if they take the block. They do, probably. Nope. They don't. There's 1 mana off once again there. There's spells here. Nothing super exciting. in the graveyard to get back with a rebirth unless they want to resurrect their vampire and for a second time. Okay, let's see what they do. Stolen Vitality gives first strike. No blocks. So I think we're okay to get in with everyone here. See how they block. I guess the village block was kind of a dumb. It's kind of a dumb attack. Now we'll just end up trading with it. We could have had a hasty werewolf. Okay. I guess let's just hold off. We can slash something or see if they play another 4/4 or something. I guess if they play a 4/4, I probably slash the zombie. They attack with it. If they don't attack with it, I still slash it. Our Stinger can attack with impunity here. Do we want to activate it and hit them for 5? I guess kind of, then nighttime is turned on. Otherwise we could play our Brigand. Yeah, it's probably preferable to play our Brigand and our Stinger. Because then we have a lot of things we can activate next turn. I'll play, you got me. So this beast looks oddly like a human with like dog ears or like a zombie face or something. He has like some skulls on his belt, but clearly like wearing clothing, but weird. It's kind of like not as bestial as you would think a beast might be. Okay, so I don't know, maybe has something like Blade Brand, something along those lines. Nothing. Literal nothing. Oh, okay, cut first, that's what it was. Sure. Okay. It's nighttime. And it still doesn't have that much to get back. They can get back their zombie, but both our creatures have first strike. So not exactly ideal. Awakener? Tell me more. And attack for 4. Okay. So are they gonna like resurrect something? Whatever I assume they play a creature here or resurrect a creature here. Whatever they play though, they're still basically forced to chump block, right? I mean, the best thing they have is the zombie, yeah. Well, that works, I guess. So we have 7 mana. So we just attack with both. Okay. So they double chump. Oh, it's daytime, I see. We activate. Then we burn you. And then we're not dead on the crackback. They can play the cut first, but that's not enough blockers. Let's see what they have in hand. It's impressive. Lord of the Forsaken. I'm impressed. So they have 2 mana, so in theory they could have something here. We could just be dead if they have like Olivia's Midnight Ambush or something. Which maybe they do have, we'll see. Okay. We got there. Victory. That was a pretty good game. What does this guy do? Sacrifice another creature, target player mills 3. So, I mean, you can self-mill. Or if you have enough like zombies, you can just mill out your opponent. Pay 1 life, add colorless. Spend this mana only to cast a spell from your graveyard. So technically they could have gone to 1 or like 2 and cast their Covert Cut first. And then we would have been in trouble, right? Because they would have two blockers. We could, kill one of them, but not the Lord of the Forsaken very easily, to be certain. So I think that might have been the right play there. Go to 2, cast your Cut first, and then, we don't have a great attack into that. We can obviously first strike out the Cut first, but this guy is huge, and then he can just kill us next turn. So that's what I would have done, I guess. But this is kind of like an obscure ability. How often do you play with a mythic? So that was a cool game. I think that's 7 wins. Look at that. We went 7-1 with our mono red deck. Very impressive. And, as you know, from the beginning, I intended to do a monocolored deck, so it's not like it just ended up that way and I had some nuts deck. Like I was forced into it by these limitations. So maybe mono red, or maybe just red in general is a strong color. It seems like the prevailing notion among like streamers and stuff is that red is like the worst color. but this deck did pretty well. A lot of the like spell synergies, like the Festival Crasher was really good. And then like some of these other spell payoffs were decent. Seize the Storm, but the other good thing was that these spells kind of like want you to be aggressive, like remove a creature, attack, repeat the process, and all your creatures get pumped up or whatever as you do that. So I thought that was decent. I think like the vampire side of red probably is not as good, where it's the if your opponent lost life this turn, you get some payoff. I don't know that is all that great. I haven't had a lot of success with it, but this deck seemed to do fine. A lot of like activated abilities too on our creatures, so it made for some interesting gameplay. We didn't ever end up activating the hostile, but it didn't really hurt to have it in the deck. So cool. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.